Hi there, welcome to Apple World out there on TMZ. Being in Jackass and you're practically similar to a risk. I'm similar to Stand By a Moment. Are you letting me know that I'm too jackass for coat? Like in any event. Raising fam is very much like a lightning bar of you realize like contention we're back within scoop on the honest conversation message the Jackass group had for. In all honesty, Bam Margera yet heads up this one's a piece weighty. Now we've all seen the wild and insane tricks that Bam's been a piece of over the couch. Rest of the years from nutshots to crazy tricks, he's forever been a focal figure in the turmoil that characterizes Jackass yet as of late. It appears as things have gotten really ugly, the group stood firm and sent Bam a message that left us all in shock, and you may be considering what might actually compel the folks need to limit any association with one of their own well-known mystery bombs activities and conduct have been a bit problematic. It resembles that he's failed to remember that there's a line between fun and outright foolish. The tricks that used to be comical have transformed into something out and out concerning. Maybe he's on a mission to demonstrate something to himself and to the world without truly contemplating the results. The team, the fans, we as a whole recall the great times. However, his ongoing jokes have left us scratching our heads pondering where the BAM we knew proceeded to. We should discuss notoriety that is something fragile, particularly when it's attached to a brand. As famous as Jackass, it's not just about the wild tricks any longer, it's tied in with maintaining a specific degree of regard, an impressive skill. The Jackass name implies something, and it's not just about shock esteem, it's about kinship pushing limits yet, in addition doing it with a feeling of obligation. We would rather not say it. However, Bam's activities have pondered inadequately the Jackass heritage the group endeavored to fabricate this brand, and it's unfortunate to see it being hauled the rough the mud. It's not necessary to focus on being a fanatic for decisions about showing. Even amidst franticness, there's a technique to the case. However, it's not just about the tricks and the standing, it's about Bam's prosperity. Undeniable, he's striving that he's not in the best headspace. We've all seen the flighty way of behaving through the highs and lows. It's not only a matter of messing about any longer, it's tied in with perceiving that Bam needs assistance. He wants to make a stride back, reconsider his decisions, and in particular shine a spotlight on his psychological wellness. The group's message was a real love sort of arrangement. They care about Bam, and that is the reason they're putting their foot down. They believe he should get the assistance he so obviously needs. This isn't tied in with segregating him about showing him they'll uphold him and getting better where. Not simply discussing his vocation, we're discussing his life. We should be perfectly clear. The Jackass group has a profound, tough bond with Bam. They've experienced good and bad, chuckling and tears in the see snapshots of sheer madness that no one but they can comprehend. In spite of the extreme message they conveyed, they believe Bam should realize that their affection for him is faithful. This isn't tied in with cutting binds, it's tied in with allowing him the opportunity to end up again yet here. The brutal reality: Bam needs to start acting responsibly, and he wants to do it right now. It's not just about hiding any hint of failure or restoring his vocation, it's tied in with saving himself. The team isn't glossing over whatever they've unequivocally said that, in the event that Bam doesn't take care of business, it could lead down a way that nobody needs to try and contemplate. We're discussing the genuine chance of misfortune of losing somebody. They've snickered and cried with somebody. They've thought about family. It's difficult to accept, but once in a while, reality needs to hit hard to have an effect. Bam's battles are genuine and not something that can be neglected. This isn't about click perspectives or even the following huge trick, a frantic. It's about a person's need for help, and seeing that is consoling. The Jackass team isn't just about the tricks they're tied in with, revitalizing behind one another despite difficulty. So what would be an ideal next step? Well, it's a cat and mouse game. Currently, Bam's best courses of action are vital for himself, as well as for individuals who care about him. Profoundly, the group has let it all out, communicating their expectations for his recuperation and their feelings of trepidation for his future. It really depends on Bam to conclude how he needs to push ahead. We should make a second to stride back in time. We've been jumping into the close-to-home hurricane encompassing Bam Margera and the Jackass group, yet presently it is the ideal time to think back about bygone times that made us fall head over heels for this crazy group. In any case, who could fail to remember those stomach-hurting snickers we shared watching Johnny Knoxville? Bam Margera Steve-O, and the remainder of the posse pull off the absolute most absurd tricks known to mankind, from sending off themselves exit ramps and shopping baskets to testing the constraints of their aggravation resilience. Each episode was an exciting ride of preposterousness that left us both stunned and multiplied over and giggling. Recall the time they changed over a shopping basket into an improvised rocket, or when they changed an office into a boxing ring, and we should not get everything right. Alling on the endless rounds of "don't attempt this at home" difficulties that we subtly or not so covertly endeavored to reproduce with our companions. Gracious, the sheer franticness and the delight it brought us. Yet it wasn't just about the tricks, people, it was about the kinship, the rugged bond that these folks shared, their eagerness to endure a shot, get through agony, and chuckle at themselves. It said a lot about the power of kinship and the lengths they go to engage us. They caused us to feel like we were a piece of their oddball family, and those minutes made a rugged association that actually holds solid today. And what might be said about the tricks, the amazing tricks they pulled on one another, were completely unbelievable, from stunning Steve-O in the most delicate regions to making bombs. Life, an endless series of entertaining torments. The tricks displayed their mind inventiveness and the sheer love they had for provoking one another. So as we explore what is happening and anticipate BAM's following stages, we should not fail to remember the brilliant minutes that Jackass has gifted us throughout the long term. It's an update that, while times could change, the recollections will everlastingly stay carved in our souls. In the event that you're feeling nostalgic, feel free to marathon watch those exemplary episodes and let the chuckling return you to an easier time. Before we wrap up, we should take a fast look at how fans have responded to this close-to-home thrill ride, including Margera and the Jackass team. The news hit hard for sure. Fans from all sides of the world have been pouring in their help, sharing their anxiety for BAM's prosperity, and communicating their enduring affection for the Jackass team. Virtual entertainment has been humming with messages of trust, support, and sentimentality as individuals ponder the effect this wild gathering has had on